Energy renewable resources in the city of Rapid City are exploring a partnership to turn waste into renewable energy. At today's Public Works Committee meeting, the committee approved a memorandum of understanding and a non-disclosure agreement to launch a study into converting landfill and wastewater digester gas into renewable natural gas. The gas will be processed, injected into the natural gas pipeline, and sold on the renewable energy market. Black Hills Energy and Renewable Resources will fund the evaluation. Program manager Paul Kamak said the city, which operates a landfill and water reclamation facility, will generate new long-term revenue sources through this project.
You've got a local source of energy that's not being tapped into. You've got a potential revenue source that will help bring in more revenue, cut costs and stuff for the city because they won't have to operate the well field, and we'll take over that operation. So it's a win-win all the way around.
The items will be moved to City Council on Monday to get the mayor's signature on both the MOU and the ND.